From architecture to painting and sculpture, literature to live music and theater. Radio 111 presents Bonnie G and Brayan Mendoza with The Desert Scene, your connection to culture and entertainment in the desert cities. Here's Bonnie and Brayan.
And welcome to The Desert Scene. I'm here with the fabulous Brayan Mendoza, and we are today so thrilled to be talking to Patrice Morris, who is a singer here in town who is hot right now. She's on fire. Hi, Patrice. How are you?
Well, hello. How are you?
Good. I wanted to talk to you today because I'm seeing you everywhere. Your name is everywhere. She is just rolling. So first of all, I want people to know that you are a member of the Fifth Dimension. So tell us about how that all evolved, how you became a part of it.
Well, that was funny because I was recommended by another singer who they had approached, and it's sort of like someone knew someone that knew someone that knew someone that knew someone that knew me.
Right.
And I interviewed, and 15 years later, I'm still with them.
Wow, that's great. And you guys, do you tour a lot? Do you tour pretty regularly with them?
We do. You know, of course, with COVID, everything was shut down, but we received our itinerary, and some things still have been adjusted because, COVID is kind of starting back up again. But for the most part, we have a full schedule for 2022.
And so do you do all the old hits? And are any of the original members involved, or consultants, or are they involved at all in the current group?
Oh, yes. And we do most of the hits, yes. But Florence LaRue now is leading the pack here. Marilyn and Billy, of course, was only with the group for like 10 years. They are singing, but they're on their own now. So Florence LaRue is the main one, and myself and three other guys.
Excellent. Well, how fun. And now you're also doing a lot of solo stuff around town. You're at the IW Live, the Indian Wells Resort, and is this every Wednesday you're there?
Well, no, it's every fourth Tuesday and Thursday of the month, which I just started, and it is absolutely wonderful, of course. And then I'm at this place, Jolene's Lounge and Bar in Palm Desert, every Sunday evening.
Excellent.
At 6 p.m. And then often I'm at Weston in Rancho Mirage, and that's usually on Wednesdays. That's not set, just whenever they come in, but maybe once or twice a month.
And now are these? Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm also a gospel artist, so I do worship every Sunday because that's my background, and I never did leave that. I've been doing that for years, so I do worship at my church every Sunday.
And
so it keeps me busy.
Where is your church for folks who might want to attend?
Well, yeah. I live in Riverside. This church is in San Bernardino. It's called Cathedral International Church.
Okay.
And it's also online, still virtual because they're still doing virtual now. Yeah, but they're welcome to join us online. Cathedral International. So Cathedral of Praise is the full name.
Okay. And what time on Sunday?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay, great. So let's go back. So did you start singing in church as a kid?
Absolutely. I tell the story that I'm a Mississippi girl who married a California guy. I was born in Jackson, Mississippi. I come from a singing family, 4 brothers and 1 sister, and I started singing at 5. We all started singing early. We discovered that we had harmony early in life. My mother had siblings. There was about 11 or 12 of them, and they were just blessed. They could just sing, and I guess that's just how we developed. And we're all still singing. I was just blessed to, again, marry a man that brought me to California, and California has been so good to me.
Now, is your husband also musical?
No, he's a DJ,
okay.
And he's my manager. And by him being a DJ over the years, he plays all of my music. So that's that's another blessing because I don't have to deal with that at all.
Yes, yeah.
He does all of that. He sets everything up, and so I just sing. And of course, he books for me, and he's my manager.
But that is a blessing. That is a blessing.
It is, and we've been together for 42 years.
Oh,
so
good
he's
for
used
you.
to me now.
So the clubs that you mentioned, these are all. Are you singing two tracks at all of those?
Yes, I do. Unless they, of course, request a band, and if they do, I have a band.
Okay.
I have a band. Yes.
Okay. And so, how would you describe? Obviously, gospel is your root. So, would you say you're also sort of R&B style? How would you describe your style and the kind of music you do?
I would say, I guess, R&B because I do a lot of the women that I love, Aretha Franklin. And with Aretha, I have a group of girls. We call them Women of Soul. So it's Patrice and Women of Soul. So that's a show that we do, Aretha Franklin songs. And then, but I do Whitney, I do Gladys Knight. So Anita Baker.
Oh, yeah.
Just so many people. So I would say pop. When I introduced myself as doing Motown, pop, jazz, gospel, and that's what that's how I introduced myself.
Yeah, my co-host Brayan has a question for you.
Hey, I wanted to ask because I know that you listed all those really great artists like Aretha Franklin. They're wonderful, and I know you sing gospel, so I wanted to ask you if you've ever sang a song called "In the Sanctuary" by the Kurt Carr Singers. I always thought that was one of the most difficult songs for anyone to sing because of how long it takes to end. So if you're familiar with it, so I was curious if you've ever sang that song.
Yes, and yes. We've done that song several times, and you're right. You know what? And you're right. They take forever to end it, but it's according to the group that I have. A lot of the groups may not be able to go that high, so if they can't, we kind of cut it off a little early. But we try to give it all, But that song is a little difficult. Yeah,
but
you got to end it after the fifth. Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
So, Patrice, I'm wondering so as you started in church. Now, was your family? I know some folks that start in church, sometimes their family or other folks around them aren't thrilled if they branch out into non-religious music. Did you have that experience at all?
I did. My mother and father were very religious, and when I joined the Fifth Dimension, it was a problem, because we were raised very strict, and so they did not sign on to that. And even though we grew up listening to the Fifth Dimension, I grew up seeing them on TV, and of course I didn't think I would join, even though I was hoping that I would be able to make it some kind of way, know. But because I come from a strict family, again, I don't think they ever accepted it, but they respected it because of the style of music it is. Yeah. Fifth Dimension's music is beautiful. So we began to talk about it, and then they began to enjoy it. But, once you grow up a certain way, especially for my parents, it's not something that they, I guess, again, accepted or involved themselves with. Now me, and because of that, and I was too in church, praise and worship leader for so many years. When Fifth Dimension asked me to join them, I went to my bishop and I asked him how did he feel about it. And his comment was, "I love their music. Go and sing."
Wow. Well, that's a great blessing. Yes.
So, you have to clear your own mind with stuff like that. You have to know your relationship with God and how far you can go. And I don't have a problem with it.
So I know growing up in church singing, did you study privately? And I always loved it because I sing also. Are you somebody that warms that do you vocalize every day? Every other day, I try to keep it going. And I do that because I sing all the time. And sometimes if you don't vocalize a lot, it's easy to get hoarse. Yeah. A lot of times when you sing, your voice, kind of
train itself.
Right.
And then I sing different. Gospel is hard singing, and so you have to kind of realize where you are with other singing. So you have to pace yourself, and that's what I have to do. Of course, I went to college for singing. I got scholarship for that, and I was professionally trained to sing. But again, different songs require different styles.
Right.
Because I do some Mariah Carey songs, the ones that I can reach.
Yeah.
And I do different songs. So whatever is required for the evening now, my voice can mold into a lot of different things. So I'm blessed that way. So
I always like to ask singers, when you, obviously you're working a lot right now, but if you ever get a night off and you go to see somebody else, you go to see another singer, what do you look for? What do you want to see and hear from another singer that will make you feel like you had a good experience?
Well, number one is really good organization and relationships, being able to create a great show, not just singing, but the show itself is entertaining. So that's one thing that I look for. And then I don't know, the package deal, the way they're dressed, the way they sound. And when you, to be honest, when you go and see stars, it's kind of difficult to just sit in on anybody. Right. Because you are going to see what you can gain and how you can better yourself. So, for instance, some of the gospel artists that I've even sang with, Yolanda Adams, I don't know if you know her.
I know the name.
Gospel artist. Yeah, excellent. So, or the Clark sisters. I don't know if you've heard of them, but these are people that, I grew up with, and they're excellent. And I've taken most of my style from Clark sisters, even though now I sound I can do Aretha really good because I've been doing a lot of her, and her stuff is so beautiful, but difficult.
Yeah.
So I just look for excellence. And then being in the fifth dimension has really helped me to put on more of a clean type show, but fun. Fun show. So that's kind of what I look for.
Is the fifth dimension? Are you coming out this way anytime in the next year or so with the fifth dimension?
I know. We're not on the books yet, but I've been asking, and really, the area has to really ask for us.
Yeah.
And I'm out there so much, so I'm asking several of my friends, look, get us out there, because we've been Fantasy Springs a couple of times. We've been out there several times.
Excellent.
But not recent. So I'm hoping we do, especially since I've developed a really good following there.
I would love to see it. All right, so Jolene's every Sunday, 6 p.m. in Palm Desert. Then fourth Tuesday and Thursday of the month at Indian Wells Resort.
IW.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then you can, on Sunday mornings, 8 a.m., you can go online to Cathedral of Praise. Yeah. Patrice Morris, thank you so very much. I'm going to come out and see you. Thank you so much. Congratulations on all your success, and thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Sure. My pleasure.
All right, Miss Patrice Morris, thank you. All right, we're going to see you all next time on the Desert Scene.